I am a little late. I am so sorry. I know I'm supposed to be on at 7 p.m. nightly. However, I was putting up the Christmas tree and absolutely lost track of time. So I do apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Again, hey, this is your girl Annette J. Morris. I am the owner of Go Getter LLC. And you all know it's the vision of Go Getter LLC to help women to monetize their God given gifts and turn their gift into a 5 to 7 figure income generating business that supports their lives and legacies. Today, I am talking about because, again, grants are such a big thing right now. I want as many of you all to get into the groove of grant writing before the end of the year. Grants is free money that comes into your business, right? So it doesn't require repayment. So anything like business lending, business loans, business credit cards, all of those things have to be paid back. Business grants do not require repayment. They can be pumped into your business. They can help to elevate not only your business to another level, but your absolute entire life. This morning, I shared with my email list how a $16,000 grant was the key to me starting my entrepreneurship venture, was the key to me starting as a full time entrepreneur. So, 12 years ago, I I've been a full-time entrepreneur for 12 and a half years at this point. July made 12 years. Um, that was my very first teen summer program. And I'm passionate about working with teens from socioeconomically disadvantaged backgrounds because I was once a teen from socioeconomically disadvantaged background. I was born and raised in the projects, raised by a single mother, um, lived in poverty for at least the first 18, 19 years of my life. Started working at the age of 14 just to kind of counter some of that because naturally, again, when you grow in poverty, you have very limited resources. Everything is limited when you are growing up in poverty, right? So I know what that feels like. Um, and for me to be in the position that I'm in now, I've owned two homes, published 13, 14 books at this point, owned several businesses, graduated college, had two college degrees. So my thing was working with youth was my way of reaching back and instilling hope in youth, which I feel like they are our future, right? So I've always loved to work with teenagers. A lot of people are like, I just don't understand how you want to work with teenagers, right? Y'all can have the little babies. I don't like little babies like that, right? I don't want to watch them all day and all that. I love working with teenagers. And so that's what I did. So to have the opportunity to work with teenagers, and it's almost like I was paid to work with the teenagers, right? Because we received a grant, and again, the grant was $16,000, and I was able to host my very first teen girl summer camp. I had 50 girls for 6 weeks throughout the summer, right? Eventually, that elevated us even more to the point where we were able to do another partnership and host a separate teen camp, but this one was for both boys and girls, right? And that one was grant funded as well. So we ran two different grant funded summer programs for teenagers, right? But again, the very first grant program that was 12 years ago, it was $16,000 for me to service 50 girls for 6 weeks. That $16,000 helped me to transition from full time employment to full time entrepreneurship. So grants can actually not only change the life of your business, but it can change your life as a whole, right? So I utilized that $16,000 to pay my salary for a couple of months until I was able to generate more business and start pumping more money into the business, right? The fact that I was able to leave full time employment and go to full time entrepreneurship, it allowed me the opportunity to be able to concentrate and focus in my business, seeing the services that we can provide, how we could generate revenue from it. So we started partnering with schools to start teaching life and social skills curriculums, which is what we pretty much did throughout the summer as well. In addition to job readiness skills and entrepreneurship skills. So also we partnered with schools, so we had a couple of contracts to do that as well. And then eventually we opened our own behavior health program for youth. So for youth that were living with behavioral disorders. And that business alone helped our business to scale up to generating $500,000 a year annually. But it all started from a $16,000 grant. So this is why you hear me talking about grants so much because I know how grants can benefit our businesses. If you're a black owned business or a woman owned business, this is literally your season and your time to get those grant applications in. I've been a grant writer for almost 20 years, and initially grants were allocated to nonprofit organizations, but now there are tons and tons of grant. Like we have grant leads, hundreds of grant leads that we have access to every month that we utilize for our clients. We have the ebook, the grant leads ebook for sale, because a lot of people are asking us, well, where can I find these grants? We've compiled them all, put them in an ebook, so the ebook is available. Um, and so there's a ton of grants that are out there that are for women owned businesses, that are for black owned businesses, minority owned businesses, women of color, all the things, right? Because we as a race have a lack of ability to access capital to bring into our businesses, but we are opening businesses at, I don't want to say at an alarming rate, but a very rapid rate at this point, right? And because we don't have access to capital, our businesses either struggle, majority of them close within the first 5 years of being in business, right? So to counter that, a lot of entities now are coming together and saying, hey, let's help African Americans, let's help women, because women are opening businesses in droves, to not only open a business, but sustain a business for long term sustainability, right? So a lot of these grant funds are just that. They're wanting you to pump that money into your business to scale those particular businesses open. Um, to scale, not scale them open, but scale them up so that the business can last long term. So I use, for example, this morning I promoted, there is, if you are a business that's in the beauty industry, so if you do hair, if you have hair care products, if you have skincare products, or anything that's in the beauty industry, lip gloss line, whatever it may be, Sephora has a $100,000 grant, right? I have people ask the question, oh, okay, well, am I going to get it for sure? Grants are competitive. So if everybody that applied for a grant was going to get it for sure, don't you think everybody in the world would just be applying for grants? They don't, because it's not. It's a 50-50 opportunity that you may be awarded that particular grant, right? So, but you definitely won't get it if you never submit for it. So the likelihood of getting it, 50-50 chance. But if you received a $100,000 award and you are in a beauty business, just think of how you can apply those funds to further grow your business, to start hiring a team, and to do all the things that you want to do in increasing your business, right? Or enlarging your business, right? Expanding your business, whatever the case may be. Typically in the grant, they're going to be asking specific things. We do a grant application challenge so I can walk you all through an actual grant application. The goal is to get you all to overcome the fear of grant writing, because if you hear anything I say when I talk about grants, I always tell people grant writing is not rocket science. It's not rocket science at all. It's very time consuming, but it's not difficult, right? So once you learn how to do it, you can do grant writing on an ongoing, consistent, continual basis, right? I encourage you, if you are a nonprofit founder or if you are a small business owner, to learn grant writing. I have a class, a pre-recorded class out there. It's on essentials to grantwriting.com. Essentials to grantwriting.com. If you don't know how to write grants, take the course, learn how to write the grants, and then start submitting. I encourage my clients take at least 2 hours a month, go through the entire grant needs ebook, all of the grants that you qualify for, apply for them all. Because again, if you receive $10,000, right, influx into your business, you're investing into the business, you can grow the business and start expanding either your services, your products, or hiring your team, whatever you're going to invest it in, so that you can help your business to sustain on a long term basis, right? So again, grants or it can be the life of your business, right? Grants can actually change your entire life. It changed my personal life, helped my business to elevate. We were able to add more services. I was able to work in the business full time, which meant I had the opportunity and time to focus on the business, grow the business, scale our business, add other services to our target population, so that I can continue to pay myself a salary, continue to do whatever philanthropic ventures that we wanted to get ourselves into, because we do something every year, especially for the holidays for children from disadvantaged backgrounds. It's just a lot of things that I love to do personally. I love to do philanthropically, business wise, whatever it is. And if you have an additional 10K that come into your business from a grant that doesn't have to be paid back, I can assure you that that is going to help your business, help your business to grow, help your business to expand, and help your business to ultimately succeed on a long term basis. So, grant money does not require payment. No, it is not guaranteed that you're going to get it when you apply for it, but it's a guarantee you won't get it if you don't apply for it. Now, that is the guarantee. I encourage you all to stay abreast of all of the grants that are out now that are actively available to Black owned businesses and to women owned businesses. So, if that is you, and most people are calling to be like, oh, what's the criteria? What's the eligibility? The eligibility is you're a Black owned, woman owned business. Some of them will want it to be 100% woman owned. Some may say, well, at least 51% ownership is allocated to a Black woman. Okay, whatever the situation may be, you and your partner get together and y'all hash that. If you're in partnership with somebody in business. However, um, there are a lot of questions that they ask in those particular grant applications, and you just have to be ready to answer them, right? So make sure you put your story together. Why did you start a business? Create that into a story. These can't be one answer responses, right? So they give you so many characters, so many words that you can utilize. Why did you start your business? What's the mission of the business? Who you looking to service? So the basic things that you should know that you would be amazed of people that absolutely do not know because they've never given it any thought or never written it out, right? So map those things out. What would you do if you received the grant money? Um, what made you start the business? What is your mission with the business? Who are you targeting? Why are you targeting them? What's the benefits of you providing services to them? Those are the type of things that you want to start thinking about now, even before you sit down to write a grant application. But again, if you are in the beauty industry, Sephora, the makeup people have a grant out right this very minute. It's due at the end of the month. This grant is specifically for business owners, right? Beauty business owners. So if you do hair, sell hair, whatever it is, you are in that category, and the grant is $100,000. So I encourage you to go do your Google search, find a Sephora grant. If this you, apply for it. Keep your fingers crossed, and I am wishing you all so much luck in the end of this year because we've had a rough time from January to November. We are claiming victory in December. All right, y'all. See y'all later. Talk to y'all soon. See y'all tomorrow night. Bye.